Okay, we don't have to tell you why.
You still tell me
no,
why.
I don't have
In the state of Ohio, you still tell me why I'm under
state of
arrest
Ohio
and why you
doesn't
are
mean no.
arresting me.
On November 10th, 2024, officers responded to a Circle K gas station in Ohio following a beer bottle assault at a nearby bar. A victim identified the suspect on scene. Probable cause was established. What followed was not lawful execution.
Off me, bro! Stop.
So, the two causing issue walked around the corner. There's a taller black male, cream color hoodie. And then the guy that hit me with a beer bottle and another gentleman with a beer bottle walked around the corner wearing a black hoodie with headphone logo.
Okay, real quick, so we can look for him. Do you want charges?
Do I?
Hey, they're literally right around the
So
corner.
black
If
hoodie.
you walk through here, they're literally right
Let's
around
go.
the corner.
Follow me.
Black hat,
Follow me.
gray hoodie.
Follow me. Here, follow me so you can point him out. That black hat. What was the description? The guy that hit you? Said black hoodie, black hat.
So he's wearing a black hoodie. He's got looks like a pair of headphones, like bluish. Some sort of black hat on, blue jeans.
I didn't see anybody when I pulled up.
So the tall black guy at the register right there.
Did he have black and white Jordans? Nikes?
I think so.
He's
yeah.
inside right now.
Okay, they're both at the
Yeah, he's
register.
inside right now.
Which one is it?
You alright though, bro? You're all good? Alright,
Do you have any injuries or anything?
He got hit on the head by a bottle. I mean,
with a Modelo bottle. I don't know if it broke.
You pull your hair over just to see
if it didn't break, you're lucky, dude. When it breaks, it
Yeah,
fucks you
a thick
all up.
skull.
Those dudes are fucking
He hit me
nasty,
twice.
bro.
Did he say anything before?
Well, I pushed him because he broke a bottle over my friend's head, who I guess was starting shit with the taller gentleman.
They were only getting loud though. They weren't getting. It wasn't like a physical. I mean,
Well, apparently he was being creepy to Ashley, and she didn't want nothing to do with him.
Circle K downtown.
That's why they kept standing outside.
So you guys didn't have to follow me?
Yeah.
You want an ambulance to come check you out for anything? Make sure you're all set? Just to be safe? Or what are you feeling right now?
Oh man, that kind of sucks. I gotta work.
Obviously, we're more concerned about your health at the end of the day.
That's fair. Might probably be a good idea.
Okay.
Ambulance call.
Okay.
But no, I mean.
Here, can you come here real quick? Can you come here for a second? Come in. Can you point them out which one to me?
The white gentleman.
The what?
Registered next to the chick in the white hoodie.
The one that hit you in the bottle?
Yep.
Is the tall guy with the tan?
The tall guy with the tan hoodie was fighting with another person.
Which one hit you in the head with the bottle?
The white guy.
Watch out. Jay!
Which white guy?
Tall one?
The one at the register.
Oh, the white guy in the black hoodie right here?
The first legal failure occurred before any physical contact. When the suspect asked why he was being detained, officers responded twice that they were not required to explain. That position is constitutionally indefensible. The 14th Amendment's Due Process Clause requires the state to articulate the basis for a seizure within a reasonable time. This is not discretionary. It is a procedural floor. Silence in place of explanation is not a neutral act. It is a violation. The refusal to communicate created the resistance it claimed to be managing. De-escalation doctrine identifies explanation as the lowest cost intervention available. Officers bypassed it entirely.
Nope.
That's not how that's working.
Yeah, that is.
Yes, he's gonna come out and talk to us.
We're gonna talk with me.
No.
Okay. Watch out.
You.
Who?
You.
Talk to this gentleman.
Why?
Talking about?
Why?
I'm drinking.
Why?
You'll be able to
I'm
talk
getting
to
water from the
Okay,
gas
you're
station.
gonna go talk with me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna call.
No, you're staying right here.
What about Brody do? What do you do? Just sit there.
What's going on over at the bar?
Where?
What was going on over at the bar?
What bar?
The bar you were just at.
What bar?
Nate Wally's?
Tell me what you know.
Okay, ew. First of all, ew.
Okay, back up. He told you to back up in there, and then you're gonna follow it out here too. Back up.
No, he didn't tell me why.
Okay, we don't have to tell you why. You're
Yes,
a grown
you
ass.
do.
You're a grown ass adult. No, we don't.
You still tell me
No,
why.
I don't
In
have
the state
to.
of Ohio, you still tell me why I'm under
state of
arrest.
Ohio
And
doesn't
why you
mean
are
no.
arresting me. Yes, you do.
Are you arrested right now?
Why? I mean, what? I'm just.
Did you pay for that?
Yes, my
Yeah?
husband
Okay.
did. What happened?
We're hoping you can tell us.
I'm more than happy to tell you what the hell happened. I just.
So we responded to a call that there was a married couple fighting or two people fighting, arguing.
Okay.
Okay, so we show up here. I kind of came up late, if I'm being honest with you, so getting pieces of it together. So somebody,
Like
yeah.
the caller ID'd you guys as the people who were fighting.
Yes.
So we're doing
It wasn't.
Do nothing to me. Get the off me, bro.
Stop. Stop.
You're doing it. All right.
Stop. Hands behind your back.
All on You're all on camera.
That's fine.
Yep. Got my face in the concrete. I don't know what the I did, but you can't even talk to me like a civilized human being. Give me your name and badge number like you're supposed to. Go ahead.
Loosen your hands.
I'm not
Loosen your
doing-
hands up, man.
Shut the dude. Okay. Trust me, I'm done this before. You're getting sued. Your ass,
Are you
bro.
gonna say your birth?
Yeah, slam my head in the concrete.
Nobody's slamming your head.
Yeah, you f***ing are. You're sitting my.
Okay, stand up.
Nope. It's expensive. That's broken. I got a bait. Can I hit that real quick? Nope. Put me in a car?
Nope.
Alright, that's cool. I got a belt, a wallet, a knife. Yeah. Where's my phone? Is it still recording? I want to pick this shit up. You got body cameras?
Yep.
Where's
Have
your
a
body
seat.
camera? You
Have
ain't
a
got a
seat.
body camera?
Literally right
Where's
there,
your body
bud.
camera? Ain't nobody got a. Alright, that's.
Where he lives. We had complaints with him for them on.
I was gonna say, we've dealt with him before.
Forgot you know his name. Keith, I think.
We've dealt with them a whole bunch of times.
The physical takedown is evaluated under Graham versus Connor, 1989. Force must be objectively reasonable assessed from the officer's perspective at the moment of the decision, not in hindsight. 3 factors apply: severity of the crime, immediacy of threat, and whether the suspect is actively resisting or evading. The first takedown following active pulling away survives Graham scrutiny. Resistance, however mild, provides legal grounding for physical control. The second takedown does not enjoy the same protection. Officers on scene on camera noted the subject had been, quote, reasonable before pulling away. That admission is a Section 1983 liability in written form recorded on the department's own equipment. Section 1983 of the Civil Rights Act permits civil suits against state actors for constitutional violations committed under color of law. Post-incident on-scene statements are admissible. Every word spoken after a use of force becomes part of the legal record. Officers have no off-the-record conversation while a body cam is active. A separate issue involves an officer directing profanity at a restrained and handcuffed subject. Under City of Houston versus Hill, 1987, profane verbal protest directed at law enforcement is First Amendment protected speech. An officer inverting that protection by directing profanity at a subject who can no longer resist introduces unnecessary civil exposure and undermines any claim of proportional professionalism. The Constitution does not pause because handcuffs are applied. Danielle Kirkendall's charges obstruction under Ohio, Revised Code, Section 2921, and disorderly conduct under Section 2917. Both require affirmative acts, intentional interference with a lawful function or conduct designed to cause public alarm. Pulling away and verbal protest do not clearly satisfy either statutory threshold. Under City of Houston versus Hill, verbal protest, including profanity, directed at officers is protected expression. Charging a subject for speech that the Constitution explicitly shields exposes those charges to dismissal and the department to fee shifting under 42 U.S.C. Section 1988.
54, you over in my cruisers.
Hey, affirmative.
Get over to Hobbs' cruiser. We end up arresting her, so we need you to search her.
Yep. Careful, he's amped up if you guys open it. Where's he at? Where's he at?
They might tell dispatch that they're detained if we're cuffed at the moment.
I don't think anybody did. I don't think so.
Got her.
What?
I'm gonna give this back to the guy that got hit in the head with the bottle so I don't forget it. Are you gonna be able to search her?
Yeah, that's fine. Just
Okay,
hold
okay.
on. Well, just hold
Yeah,
it.
y'all hold. You got anything on you that's gonna stick us, poke us, hurt us? No knives, no guns? Okay.
I'm gonna switch her.
I'm not a fucking gangbanger. I'm good. Please let me tell my kids that. Can I please text my cousin that he's gonna watch my kids tomorrow?
She's good.
Okay.
Can I please text my cousin that he's gonna watch the kids tomorrow?
Okay.
Please?
Well,
Not
give
right
us a
now.
minute. Not at this moment.
All right, Danielle, take a seat for us. Watch your head when you sit down, okay? I'm gonna go find my dad.
Dad? Dad? Dad went that way.
Should we take this back to the gentleman that got hit?
Yep. Yep. Jacob. Here you go, boss.
Snatched her up. So she was getting take her to the ground or anything. No. She was reasonable with everything. It just you did? Me, Dalton.
Me. There's fourth. I don't know who the fourth was.
Whoever took him to the ground that needs to do use force. He just snatched her up. That he doesn't require.
She was just pulling away.
Yeah, she was pulling away, but as soon as I got wrist and all that, she gave it up.
He gave up multiple orders for ID, wouldn't do it.
How badly injured the dude who got smashed?
I couldn't see anything, so there's no laceration, nothing like that I could tell.
Is he gonna get transported?
I was letting him talk to fire, and then I was gonna go talk to him.
They look like they're about to pull
So I was
out.
to say, I don't think he's getting transported.
So I'm gonna talk to him again.
Just gonna be in a regular assault then?
Yeah, regular assault and obstruction.
Sorry, DC.
Probably. I don't know what.
You good?
Yeah. My knees ate the pavement. Listen, I wanted to roll the opposite way because that dude and Dalton were going down fast, and I was not ending up under that.
I will go
What do you guys
home and
get
I will
from
do
Dalton?
anything you guys ask. Please.
Do you need me or no? Okay.
So, meet me on the back of my car. She, come over here, so you're gonna have to.
I think we're gonna take off short and hurry up and then
I
go.
was gonna say, well, if they're talking, I'll stay by her.
How's it going? He's calmed down a little bit, so we'll see.
We'll wait.
Keith.
What's his name?
Keith.
Eight cops. Must not have nothing to do around this place.
Officers receive a C. Probable cause was legally established through direct victim identification on scene. That foundation is sound. What degraded the encounter was systematic failure to communicate grounds for seizure, a second use of force with self-generated evidentiary problems and language directed at a restrained subject that inverted First Amendment standards. A lawful stop becomes an unlawful one in court when officers cannot articulate why it occurred. Keith Kirkendall receives a B-. His demand for an explanation was constitutionally protected. His request for name and badge number was procedurally correct. His verbal protest fell within First Amendment protection. His physical resistance did not. Under Ohio law, resistance to a detention, regardless of whether that detention is later found unlawful, constitutes a separate criminal offense. The remedy for an unlawful stop is the court's not physical refusal. Danielle Kirkendall receives a B+. Her conduct was measured, and her questions were legally appropriate. Her charges carry the weakest constitutional foundation in this encounter. Obstruction requires intentional interference. Disorderly conduct requires public alarm. Neither threshold is clearly met on this record. These charges, if pursued, face significant challenges at the statutory and constitutional level. 3 operational lessons from this encounter. First, articulating grounds for seizure is not optional. It is the minimum procedural requirement of a lawful detention and the most effective de-escalation tool available. Skipping it is not efficiency, it is liability. Second, every post-incident statement on a live body cam is discoverable. Officers should operate as if the transcript will be read aloud in federal court, because it can be. Third, verbal protest is protected. Physical resistance is not. That line is bright, and understanding it matters equally for officers and civilians. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching.